Welcome friends, Lost Scarf here, and it's time for ScarfPlays Banner of the Maid. So this game came out last year in Chinese. It just got the English patch like 2 days ago. Well, when I did this recording, what's today? The 18th of February. So we're doing a ScarfPlays. ScarfPlays is I play a game, see if I want to do a one-shot on it later on, like do I want to recommend it. As far as I know, everyone loves this game, so we'll find out if I love it too. So this is the French Revolution plus Fire Emblem. That's what this is. And is it going to be classic Fire Emblem or new kind of Fire Emblem? I don't know. All I know is the music's sounding really good here. So let's go in here. I got my mouse here. So, in case you have the game, you don't have to get the English, you have to go over here. This was in Chinese. You have to go over here. I was just clicking things around until I found English. And so I found English right there. That's where you find it. And then you're good. Alright, new game. Officer mode, general mode. You can save the game anytime during battle. Retreating causes no penalty. Start the game with a small amount of funds and reputation. This is mode for suitable first-time players. Story mode, a very easy mode for players who are only interested in storytelling. General, you can only save once per battle. Retreating causes penalties and rewards earned. Start the game with no extra funds or reputation. This mode is suitable for players who are like challenging gameplay. So this is the Maid. Obviously, since it's my first time playing this, it's a Fire Emblem, but I don't know if I know everything. So let's try this out. Go over here. Also, didn't mention if there's permadeath or not. Azure Flame Studio presents. That's the developer. This game was provided to us by the developer, by the way. The publisher is CE Asia. It's a $17 game. And I like the look of it already. Hey, it's George Washington! French Revolution. Okay. Until told otherwise, that's George Washington in the French Revolution. Mr. Borisho. I'm liking the look of this game. I'm liking the music of this game. Scouts, okay. Forward base there so they can go back and tell their people, we're under attack! Kind of situation there. Bayonets, oh! Dead. Also dead. Oh, the scout's dead. Banner the Maid. Or the warning guy's dead, so they don't know what's coming now. Knight of Varennes. I believe this is supposed to be the French Revolution, so like Les Mis and that stuff. Or it's its own version. Summer 1791. Okay, it's not the French Revolution. Is it? French Revolution took place after the American Revolution. The French Revolution happened, if I remember correctly. So yeah, this is the French Revolution. To be honest, that whole time period is a crappy time for everybody. There's no good guys in that time period.
Huh?
Cavalry officer. Varennes is not far ahead. Are you sure that the king will be here? I can only hope that it's true, otherwise the King of France might already be in the territory of another country. Oh, they're trying to... yeah. So the king tried to leave... He tried to flee to go to another country because everybody hated him. Be vigilant, Marquise de Lafayette. Oh, okay, important figure. If we don't bring the king back, the whole country will shake tomorrow. France can't afford this kind of blow during such a crucial moment. I'm actually curious how much I'm going to care about this, because I know what happens at the end of this, what will happen at the end of the story. Lots of people die, good and bad. Lots of people die. What is the king thinking? Can he just stay put in the palace? Commander Mirabeau, having just recovered from a serious illness, you should stay in Paris and rest. It was I who provided the intelligence, of course. I have the responsibility to accompany you and the troops there. I don't think they're the Garde Nationale. It's the army of the royalists. They must be here to pick up the king. Then I'm counting on you. I'm not experienced in battlefield commanding or leading charges. Our actions tonight will change the fate of France. Marquise de Lafayette, please be sure to find the king and all of his entourage. Don't worry. You'd better take the time and think about how to persuade the king. Alright. Hello! What's that noise? Well, this is, of course, an Asian game, so... The enemy has been alerted and are guarding the bridge. Anyway, move to the enemy first. Get close to attack. Yep. Don't mercy traders. Well, who's the traitor here?
不要松懈，革命的成败在此一举了。
Chinese. All right. I was like, were they gonna go to French? No, it's Chinese. All right. Yeah, use my sword. Hit him. There you go. Yep, troops and everything. Bam! Ooh. Their turn? Oh, they shoot. Okay. Dignified? What does dignified do? Lowered something of the enemy. So they shoot. Horses go! Ooh, dead. They should have moved away to shoot. Alright, our phase. Save me. There is still one group of enemies left at the entrance of the town. I hope the king is still there. No time to waste. Get it done now. Yes. What are you waiting for? Give me your... Okay. Attack. Cannot attack. Cannot attack. So, items? All I got is my sword. Wait. Can the enemy range shoot? That's my question. No, they have to melee because it's muskets. Muskets don't have the best aim. Alright. So they must be within melee range. Boom. Now I'm curious if there is a rock, paper, scissors in this game or not. Probably? Yeah, there it is right there. So guns beat horses, horses beat other horses beat troops, and those troops beat okay. So instead of rock, paper, scissors, it's a little bit more. Alright. Kill him or them. Yeah, do it. Boom. Done. Almost. I was wrong. Dignified. It lowers one of the stats when they attack, apparently. Or when they get hit. We kill them here. Is there a way to speed this up, just out of curiosity? No, there's no speed up. Just gotta go with it. Okay, we gained something for killing them. A royalist regarding this carriage. Let's get closer and take a look. Isn't areas allow you to mark it? Go there. Heroic. We gain heroic, whatever that is. Do we attack? Oh, we don't attack, okay. Wait. Like the messenger said, it's the carriage that the king took. I'll leave the searching in the town to you as I stay here to guard the carriage. Please try not to cause a disturbance. I will deal with it, you can rest assured. Well, madam, please step inside. I'm trying to figure out, are we the bad guys? I think we're the bad guys. Actually, there were no good guys in the French Revolution. I'll be honest, I really don't think anyone was the good guy in that revolution. Everyone was pretty bad. As I expected, it's her who stayed in the carriage. It's supposed to be Marie Antoinette? Really know what would happen next, yes? His Majesty is in the town, and Marquis de Lafayette will find him soon enough. Please come back to Paris with us. What will happen to our family when we return to Paris? Documents left by His Majesty confirmed that he had betrayed the country and the people. He'll be detained as soon as you arrive in Paris. For France at this moment, betrayal is a delicacy in which friends inside and outside Paris are all eagerly waiting to take their bite. Then what will become of my children, the future of the royal family? Your children will be taken care of, after all, they're from the bloodline of the royal family. The current situation of their lives can only be held in the hands of others. Alright, please don't make any unnecessary resistance. This is the consequence of the royal family's behavior, and you must take responsibility. Well, girls got magic. Okay. Sure enough, as predicted by the painting, the blue diamond has responded. Oh? Magical French Revolution it is! It seems that you're the person I'm looking for. What do you mean? I'm not here for the king. What I'm looking for is the ability to hidden in you. Anyway, what I'm about to say may be confusing to you. But please listen to it carefully and consider it seriously before answering my question. It's not only about you and me, but also the future of the country. Yelling and commotion can be heard in the distance. It seems that the king has been found. There is not much time. Please listen carefully. So are we taking a different take on the French Revolution? That was the most turbulent moment in my life. I escaped from the gate of death, and my hands hold the key to change the future of the country. That was a legacy that has been passed down for hundreds of years and appeared in many stories and legends. Women who are affected by it are inevitably caught in a torturous fate. I hope this action won't be one of the many remorses in my life. I hope that they can become the maids of France. That'll make the country peaceful and stable. Right. 5 years later, outskirts of Toulon, France. I forget how long the revolution took. And here she is. Alright. So the saying that the king was kidnapped is false. If the public knew the truth, the royal family should have been imprisoned or even worse. Just a story that I heard while drinking. I'm telling the story because you, my young lady, are too bored on the road. Oh, it's just a story, speaking of which I have heard several versions of similar stories. But the woman who changed the royal family may truly exist. After intervention, there have been many changes in the royal family. Oh, young lady, do you really believe that so-called maid stuff? Wielding incredible talents, the maids were born to save the country in danger. I'm not sure. This young lady in military uniform claims to be a graduate of the École Militaire. Ever since women were allowed to join the army, the École Militaire received a batch of female students who passed special testing. Well, young lady, what's your name again? Pauline Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte, Pauline Bonaparte. Are we doing a retelling of France? But it's a girl, Napoleon? Is that what we're doing? Alright, keep going. Oh. A rare surname. You're not a Parisian, are you? I'm from Corsica. Is Napoleon from Corsica? I can't remember right now. What a coincidence! When I was young, I joined the army and went to Corsica. Speaking of that... Are we really girl Napoleon? I just gotta read it. Never mind. What topic do you wish to discuss? Hold on. Well, Pauline Bonaparte's real? Hold on a second here. Pauline Bonaparte's a real person! Alright. She was a real person. Okay. So she's not Napoleon. I did not know this person. All right. Yeah, she's Corsican. Okay. No relation to Napoleon? No. Okay, what's it? Napoleon. Yeah. But did she have any relation to Napoleon? No mention of her related to Napoleon. Oh wait, this is one of Napoleon's sisters. Oh, this is one of Napoleon's sisters. Okay, so she's real. The situation in France. Speaking of that, when I was young, I really couldn't believe a revolution would really happen. 7 years ago, the king summoned the Estates Generals to solve financial problems. That's right, the clergy for the first estate, the nobility for the second estate, and the commerce for the third estate. Yeah, the estates, right. The Estate General intensified the contradiction between the estates, and finally a revolution took place in Paris. The Bastille was stormed and the king compromised, resulting in legitimation of the current assembly. Oh? Are we during the time of fear? We gotta be during the time of fear. Well, the time of terror. Whatever it was called. You're quite familiar with the history. And what do you think of the revolution? I was in Corsica 7 years ago, and didn't know too much about Paris. I learned all of it later in the École Militaire. But in the past few years, all the power of the nobility has been weakened. The royal family stood unaffected. Well, the royal family changed their attitude after that, supported the reform of the assembly, and did a lot of unprecedented things. For example, girls like you were enrolled in the École Militaire. That's a policy promoted by the royal family. They've made good use of the publicity. I know this too, but a soldier should not care too much about the political issues. I can see that you don't care about politics, otherwise you would have known me. Really? Never mind, speaking of the military. Destination of your travels. Young lady, have you been transferred to Toulon? There's war going on here, as I know. My older brother is also Napoleon! And he is serving in Toulon. I'm here too. To take a vacation. In my opinion, now is not the time for military personnel to take a vacation. Domestic rebellions happen from time to time, and the wars with the neighboring countries are also ongoing. As you said, as a soldier, it's time to fight for the country on the front line.
Oh?
Well, then why are you... To be honest, I have just experienced a fierce battle recently. It was said to be a victory according to the final results. Well, I can tell from your medal. You've been awarded by the royal family as a response to the current situation. It must be a considerable degree of military merit. But the casualties were overwhelmingly heavy, which made me start to doubt whether I'm suitable as a soldier.
Oh?
You came here to talk to your brother about it? Yes, it was also my brother's recommendation that led me to apply to Eco Military. Although he is strange and ambitious to outsiders, he's definitely a qualified soldier. It's a bit odd to hear such comments from someone's own sister. But speaking of Toulon, it's definitely not a good place for vacation now, because there's a battle. It has been half a year already since the traders within the city helped the foreign army to occupy Toulon. The nearby cities that are affected by the war are also in a panic. Alas, people are suffering too much. This war must be ended as soon as possible. However, it is strange that not only the neighboring countries, Prussia and Austria, are attacking the city, but also the British. Since the House of Bourbon is still there, even if they're worried about the impact of the revolution, they shouldn't be rushing to wage a war. Even His Majesty supports the Assembly to engage in the war. It's really abnormal, and there may be some unknown power in the back. Are you saying, like, the power of the maids? Who knows? However, it is not a strange thing for the king to support the war. Although the king was temporarily won the support of the people, the power of the royal family and nobility are still weakening. If the revolutionist regime is defeated by foreign troops, they will regain power. Do they even know how many people will die for this? Oh yeah, with the king occupied, foreign countries are attacking France to get the king back in power, right. Too bad, perhaps you really have chosen the wrong person. Just my personal conjecture. In any case, war is inevitable. Alright, nothing else to say. This chick is real? Okay. Well, just looking at Napoleon, when did he go down? So she lives for about 45 years. How long does Napoleon live? Wow, her brother died before her. Alright. So she outlives her brother. Alright. Going on the battlefield, defending the country, we joined the army for this purpose. But when we actually stepped into the battlefield, it was totally a different thing. Hundreds of people will either survive or die on the battlefield because of our decisions. How can one take up those responsibilities? Oh, because she's an officer. That I don't know. I'm not familiar with military affairs. However, you see, whether you're of the royal family or the common folks, who can really say if they can dominate their own fate? And according to my decades of experience, fate often won't give you much choice. What do you think, young lady? In order to not make mistakes, would you let go of the opportunity to change your fate? Surely not. So much for the talk. We're nearing Toulon. Well, it looks like my ride ends here. The person that my brother sent to pick me up should be near. Of course, it's dialogue heavy at the start, because Fire Emblem-ish games, these kind of tactical RPGs are always front heavy with dialogue. The question is, how much dialogue will they be going down later? Well, actually, just any of these strategy games, there's usually all dialogue. And I'll bid you farewell. If you happen to visit me in Paris, I'll prepare more interesting stories and some refreshments for you. Thank you, and I have a few words to say to you before I leave. Yes? Your storytelling skills could use some work. Please do hone your speech before we meet again. Wow! This is the first time I've had such an audience. This was the first time I saw Pauline Bonaparte. After that, she set foot on the battlefield again. And when we'll meet again in Paris, that's several months later. Does this guy see across time? The cannons of Toulon! Alright. My question is just her part in it, or is she gonna affect history? The guy who's supposed to pick me up still not here yet. I haven't seen Brother Napoleon for more than a year. News about his military merits on the front line can be heard from time to time. Yeah, Napoleon becomes a star because of what's happening. But he has nothing to do with the revolution, he's just fighting. This area was once downtown. When the war broke out, civilians were evacuated, leaving only a mess here. People just want a stable and peaceful life, but they can't get it because of the war. Having said that, how come no one is coming? Did I come to the wrong place? That's why! Sounding incoming bombardment. Uh-oh! Artillery? And the distance, it's very close. Sound of marching. Damn it, it's an enemy force. They've already advanced this far. I had to find a place to hide immediately. Alright, is Napoleon gonna look cool or not? That's my question. Leclerc. Did that young lady come this way? Did she happen to be Bonaparte's sister? Can you hear me, Mademoiselle Bonaparte? No response. Then I have to search this entire area. Who's that blockhead yelling at this on the street? He might as well lead the enemy to us directly. Guess he must be the one sent my brother. I can join him and escape from here. Anyway, let me check out the surroundings and find a place where we can meet. Tut, it's the enemy scouts, a group of scattered soldiers. I need to defeat them to reach the intersection in the front. In any case, the safety of Mademoiselle Bonaparte must be guaranteed. Advantages. There is a chain of advantages against other classes. Your damage and hit chance against the target will be increased when you are an advantage, decreased when you're disadvantaged. Leclerc Cheval's is light cavalry, which is the advantage against light infantry. But it's disadvantage against heavy cavalry. Okay, there's lights and heavies. Okay. Bless me. So, okay, I can turn off animations with H. Okay, I see. Threat range? Cool. Alright. So I can use him. So, he is... Okay, he's light infantry. I mean, he's light cavalry, this is light infantry. Horses are heavy infantry, heavy cavalry, and then the muskets are heavy infantry. Okay. Attack it in? He has bread. Rifle. Bam. I can shoot back. Alright. She goes over here. She can inspire. Alright, cool. Experience. That's if someone's nearby. Items. Musket. Down to musket. This one has more range. Alright. Has more range, less hit. Okay. He waits. Military cap of one of our soldiers. It's military cap of one of our soldiers. And it was hit by several bullets. Seems that the front line has expanded to this town. Port is said to be occupied by British warships. I guess the situation is not looking very optimistic. I don't know how many soldiers have already been sacrificed on the battlefield. I'll take it with me. If I meet anyone friendly, it's easier for them to recognize me. Trophy. Pauline received broken military hat. Their turn. These guys will probably die. Go get him! There you go. Terrains. Okay, affect programs of troops. Harden move through ponds. Reduce your chance of dodging enemy attacks as well. Alright. There's a basket. It's a bundle of fleur-de-lis. The petals are already withered. Under the rubble, a dead body? Seems to have some civilian. Be someone who didn't have the time to evacuate. It is not the time for sentimentality. Keep moving forward. Dude, iris basket and sent to warehouse. Okay. Ah, here we go. Only being able to save once is not good if you just have a busy day. Rifle! Shoot the crap out of them. Alright, so far I'm interested in this game. I don't know why I wouldn't be, right? A game like this, the gameplay's not what's going to be what turns me off unless they do something really radical. It'll probably be the story that might turn me off. We'll see. Oh no, they're too weak to kill now, shoot. I mean, my unit's too weak to kill, they're just too beat up. Morale, hit or defeat enemies to increase your morale. When your morale counter is full, you can use heroic attack. Command, increase your damage and hit chance, as well as grant you extra experience. We don't need to waste the heroic, just use the rifle. Oop, there we go. He's almost in position. Wait. Piece of burnt banner. Not long ago, I was fighting with my comrades under this banner. Soldiers fought under my command, and although they eventually repelled the enemy, most of them were killed. My leadership good enough? I see a broken banner. The enemy did not advance. HP represents the organization of a troop. When it is reduced to 0, the troop will have to retreat. When your troop loses too much HP, you can recover it by using items. Like weapons, items will permanently disappear when used up. Wow, we will get attacked. We can't get within range without getting attacked. Alright. Item, bread. Get that bread. There we go. Can we attack? We have to just sit here. It'll do something. Rifles? Go get him! Alright. Let's see that heroic. Who would it be? Alright. Just command them to hit harder? Alright. No enemies to attack us. There we are. Sup? Hey, Mademoiselle Bonaparte. This must be the guy who was yelling. His voice was so loud. Excuse me, are you with my brother Napoleon? I'm the subordinate of your brother, Charles Leclerc. Well, just like you described, Mademoiselle Pauline, you have the temperament that fits this military uniform perfectly. That what my brother said. Except Mademoiselle Josephine, you're the one who talked about the most. Whatever the fits this military uniform part is my opinion. Thank you. There are a few people in the military who speak like you, Mr. Leclerc. Men or women, some people are born to be soldiers. Let's stop talking and standing here and go back to the camp first. There is an enemy line nearby, and it will be dangerous to stay for too long. Like that! Sound of incoming bombardment. Look out, Pauline! Oh, he's dead! Stand me to retreat now. Leclerc! Oh, he's dead! French Camp Toulon.
Pauline.
The battle begins in 4 hours, and are you still the determined soldier that I knew?
Napoleon 哥哥.
Is it you, Brother Napoleon? So we get to see Napoleon! Interesting choice for Napoleon. Leclerc asked me to bring you a message that you owe him a big favor. Don't forget to return it later.
真的吗?
Monsieur Leclerc, is he alright now? His legs were broken from diving in order to save you, and he'll return to Paris to rest tomorrow. If I had paid more attention to my surroundings, I would have noticed that the area had already been bombarded once by the enemy. It was my poor judgment that led to Monsieur Leclerc's serious injury. Bad luck happens from time to time on the battlefield, don't blame yourself. I've heard of your victory on the front line. You won the battle, but with heavy casualties. What did you expect to get some compliments from me? Although the enemy was defeated, and I was exceptionally commended, I can't forget the soldiers who died in that battle, and I can't praise our victory. Can I really be considered a qualified leader? It was I who brought you to Paris, and it was I who suggested that you enter the École Militaire. Am I doing something wrong? That was my own decision to become a soldier. There's the Napoleon uniform in the back. Recall your original intention of joining the army, Pauline. At this very moment, the war is still going on. The commander agreed to my plan not long ago. Tonight we'll launch a general attack on the enemy's position. Once the fortress is occupied, we can then use the cannons to drive the British warships out of Toulon. It's time for this battle to end. Since Leclerc is injured, I need another adjutant. What say you? Are you coming with me? Make your decision. Indecisive people are unworthy of the battlefield.
就这样办吧。
If you don't want to be a soldier anymore, I'll arrange someone to send you back to Corsica. I will say, brother, tell me about the battle plan. Good. Then find yourself something to eat first. You can't go to the battlefield with an empty stomach. Come to me when you're ready. Leclerc's injury is my responsibility, but I still can't leave the battlefield. Protect the people like us from the English of war. It's for the reason that we decided to join the army. The Maid of Toulon. Alright. I think we're waiting to see what this special thing is, if we can. Keep firing, the enemy's resistance is still very strong. The battle against the enemy's position began in the afternoon and continued until the evening. Target of the attack is Fort Mulgrave, the most heavily fortified position of the enemy's defense around Toulon, and also the key point of my brother's plan. Once we occupy this position, our artillery can bombard the British warships in the port from the higher ground, block the reinforcements and retreat routes at sea, and turn the tide of battle in one fell swoop. At the moment, our army has suppressed the enemy artillery, but still hasn't gained a decisive advantage. If the situation continues this way... Jesus! Hello. Hello, Rose. Bonaparte, it's turning into a prolonged battle. The power of our artillery will be limited if we hold off till the nighttime. This is Rose Beaumont, the artillery commander who's supporting my brother's offensive. Her name alone indicates that she is noble, which is quite rare in the revolutionist-dominated army. Most aristocratic officers have been replaced by their revolutions. Only a few continue to serve in the army due to the influence of the Queen. Rose de Beaumont, the most distinguished amongst them. Speaking of the legends of the maids, it's been taboo for the past 100 years that is always related to witches and heresy. Recently there have been positive rumors spreading in the country, precisely because of the performance of General Rose de Beaumont on the battlefield, and publicity of the royal family. The remaining shells are sufficient to support 3 or 4 rounds of artillery support. Time to make a decision. There's always a Hubert, isn't there? Rose de Beaumont, pay attention to the tone of your voice. This is not the era when you nobles can criticize and boss around people in the army. The responsibility is to coordinate the artillery, not issuing combat orders. This man is Hubert Mondego, Hubert Mondego, supervising adjutant sent by the general. There are many rumors about him in the army. His former superiors have all become big shots, so he's been rather promoted in the army. Officers who haven't received formal training like him aren't uncommon nowadays. Commander Bonaparte surely has his plan. A reminder is unnecessary, or are you just trying to take credit for his work with your so-called instinct of the Maid? I'm just speaking as a common soldier. Indeed, we don't have enough ammunition nor enough time. It's now or never. Concentrate all the shells and launch the final bombardment on the enemy position. I'll lead the infantry charge. We must seize the opportunity to occupy the battery on the shore. Pauline, you're with me. As for the Monsieur Mondego, do you want to participate in the charge with us? About that, I caught a cold on the way here, so I'm not in condition for the charge. And you'll be commanding the artillery support? I have already issued the plan to my subordinates. All you need to do is fire his plan. Well, the bombarding is crucially offensive. I will see to it personally. Troops are ready and waiting for orders, sir. Rainy day combat is extremely tough, and the most important thing is to inspire the soldiers' courage. Put your ability to good use, Pauline. Let me know if you need my support anytime, Pauline. Understood. Ready for the first round of bombardment? Fire. Boosh! Brace yourselves, we're under fierce bombardment from the enemy. Hold the line, as long as we hold Fort Mulgrave, victory is ours. That is a lot of troops to deal with. Player phase. Dodge chance of troops, both friendly units and enemy units, will decrease in the range. Makes sense. Units marked with ally or temporary friendly troops are of our side. They won't earn XP during battles. Units marked with calm are friendly troops that act on their own. Try your best to defeat enemies with Pauline herself to maximize the XP earned. So only she will gain XP, so use her! L for enemy range. So just play safe with her. Put her here. Attack with the experimental. Let's attack with the musket. It's got a range of 2, isn't it? Oh, the experimental's got a range of 2. I've got to see what Inspire does.
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
为了祖国的安宁，我们必须前进。
Round shot. Oh, she's got some range on her.
准备。
Oh, she's got cannons. Oh, okay. Girl's got cannons. Wait.
把他们统统干掉！
Keep firing. Damn, cannons doing work. Napoleon gonna get a kill here.
全体准备，开
And
火！
fire. Organization, so he heals when he kills. Oh no, he's getting all the kills. Accidentally making him a kill stealer.
给我打！
Accidentally giving Napoleon all the XP. Whoops. Play smarter.
Map 地图分析，就让我来吧。集中火力，开炮！
There you go. So she'll get the kill here.
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
Inspire. Don't know what that does. Okay, whatever. Attack.
注意，放！
Did. They got more XP for killing. Oh, here we go. Striking young female officer who has the power to make others courageous. Lucilia. Okay, that's their gun. That's her class, gunner. Light infantry. Great line battle. Adjacent friendly infantry units receive plus attack and defense. Duration. Plus 2 attack for 3 turns. Gain everyone's permission. Oh, okay. Those are statuses. Alright. Morale, okay. Earns 50 morale every time she hits the enemy. Eliminate enemies gives more morale. Stats, okay. Napoleon, a young general with extraordinary power and potential. Well known for his meritorious service in the army for years. Recovers HP whenever he kills. Nice. Conqueror. Oh, okay. Oops. A loyal and aristocratic officer stayed in the military for the royal family. Is she real? Is she, like, everyone's name, so it's probably a real person, right? Like, Rose de Beaumont? Yeah. Rose de Beaumont? Maybe not. Might be real. There's some mention, but I don't know if this is the same person. There's a Gustave de Beaumont, but they were born later, so probably not. Not sure. Alright. Artillery preparation. Just Jesus Christ. Okay.
战场上可容不得马虎。
Go, Napoleon, go!
血不掂量掂量
Pay
自己
attention
心
to the
里。
target areas, fire faster. Damn it, the enemy has already rushed our position. Who's that man with the messy hair? And who's that young lady? Could she be just like Lady Wellesley? Hey. I'm gonna hurt him get more kills before it's too late. Not bad, the bombardment is going well and Rose's arrangement is trustworthy. However, enemy is very tenacious.
Pauline.
Pauline, can you still hold on? Time's running out, so go out and break through the enemy's defenses. With my ability, I can maximize the courage of soldiers and strengthen their combat effectiveness. Although I got only one shot at the moment, now is the most critical time of the battle. Understand. I'll increase the damage done in a short period. Once you use a cancel, you cannot cancel your move. You must issue an order of attack or wait to finish your... Okay.
炮击支援准备好了，随时听候命令。
都准备好了吗？
思考的时间结束了，准备战斗。
Nope. Don't have the range. Don't have the range either. She will support her brother. Wait.
狠狠的打！
His last round of attacks fire. Jinx want something? The position is almost lost. It was exactly like what Lady Wellesley said. The French will become our greatest threat. Eventually, yes. The Eagle from Corsica will ignite the fire of war that will sweep across the continent. Yeah, that's Napoleon, alright. Ah, that's a strong unit he's fighting. Gonna kill this guy.
准备，开火！
There we go. Get that XP.
为了祖国的安宁，
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
Get in range. Alright. For a second, I'm like, did I get Napoleon killed?
给我打！
That'd be bad if I got Napoleon killed. He's gonna hit hard even at 3. Jeez.
战场上可容不得马虎。
打起精神，可别落在后面了。
She's got it. Get that XP. Get that sweet XP. Bam.
地图分析，就让我来吧。
准备，
Dang, her men got shot. Oh, got a heroic now. Oh, she got to shoot twice. Ooh, okay.
都准备好了吗？
Give her heroic. Hella did.
好机会，就在这儿击溃他们。感觉不错，部队。
Oh, because the heroic attack, she got more
继续
XP.
努力吧
Wow.
炮击支援准备好了，
Just gotta get
随时
people in
听候
position
命令
now.
思考的时间结束了，准备战斗。
Alright, after this one, we'll... Oh, let me save real quick. Can I save? Yeah. Make sure. Like, there's an autosave, but just make sure.
没时间磨蹭了，快行动起来！
为了祖国的安宁，我们必须
不要冒进，就按预定计划行动。
Alright, there we go. Clear pains.
地图分析，就让我来吧。
Wait. Yes, we did it! Unbelievable. Although you're just temporarily taking command, not with such bravery, as impressive as your brother said.
准备，开火！
Ever praise me? Seems to be an ability, something making the soldiers become... Comparison to targeting, timing the cannons under your command were truly impeccable. It's rumored that you know every detail of the terrain no matter where you're fighting. Seems like you think that's no exaggeration. Don't say that. This is all thanks to Monsieur Hubert's strategic commanding, right? You told them the same as they said. Everyone thought that the maid of the royal family was a cold-hearted and grim person. Whereas the situations on the other fronts are still unclear. Allow artillery to catch up quickly and attack the British warships in the port. Understood. Soldiers ready the cannons. Checking... You can see it's the bombarding of the French! Seems that Fort Mulgrave has fallen. We should retreat as soon as possible before they block the port. Aye, ma'am. This should be sufficient to force those stubborn old men to make up their minds to wage war against France.
有意思。
Status quo of this country is a group of beasts fighting each other, and the one that survives will be the fiercest one yet. We should take the opportunity to defeat them now. However, this is not something for me to decide. Anyway, I should return home for some short, long-term discussion. Do freaking French music. Le victoire est de nous. Yes. We got funds. I see you're here, Pauline. Well, I can see the whole view of Toulon from here. Hey, good luck. This is the city we've liberated. Brother, how can you be so determined to implement a battle plan like this?
准备。
In order to contain the enemy outside the city, our allied forces have been fighting very hard. Even so, we might not have had enough time to occupy Fort Mulgrave. Right, we were likely to succeed in the end. Perhaps we should thank God for helping us. I, for one, can't make such a decision. Thinking not being able to win the battle while soldiers fight with their lives. Maybe I'm not a qualified commander at all. I mean, do you know what's more painful than a soldier's death? More painful? To let them die in vain under the command of incompetent generals. And this is happening every day in the war. I believe that I'm the best choice that soldiers could possibly have, so I never hesitate when making decisions.
准备，开火！
But it could come with I could come up with better plans. Elaine, did the instructors at Eco Military not tell you the talents of soldiers must be honed on the battlefield in order for them to blossom? For that day, the soldiers who died under your command are a responsibility you must bear. You remember our snowball fights back in Corsica? You won 35 times, I won 20 times. You have snatched 20 victories from the best soldier in France. Give yourself some credit. Brother. So much for the gossip. I have to prepare my personal report for Paris. Otherwise, God knows what Hubert will say. With this victory, the big shots in Paris should finally make up their mind and give me a chance to make a big difference. Remember to come and help me by then, Pauline. Understood. After the British warships withdrew, remaining enemy forces on the land were quickly annihilated. The flame of victory burned in the city of Toulon. However, the war is not over. Starting with Toulon, the conflict between France and all of Europe has become more intense. All this started with the revolution that took place in Paris a few years ago. Nowadays, the French royal family survives on the influence of a woman, which makes Paris a stage of order and chaos intertwined. That's different. Prelude, the Maid of Toulon, Finn. Alright, okay. We did the prelude. I'm interested. 2 months later, Paris, France. Waiting for a save point. Hustle and bustle the streets. Paris is still the same city that is so lively even at this hour. Malmaison Cafe. According to the map, I'm in the right place, but I don't see any signboard with his name anywhere. At the siege of Toulon, my brother got an exceptional promotion because of his military merits and the recommendation of the revolutionists. I was received an invitation from the royal family to come to Paris to receive my award. My brother asked me to find a cafe run by a woman named Josephine and live there for the time being. Oh, Josephine, his wife! We all heard about your husband has already been executed on the guillotine. No one can protect you here. That's right, drive them out. That seems to be our home. This doesn't look like an ordinary quarrel.
哎呦，
Hello! It's a matter of years ago. If you have some spare time to harass me, why don't you go back and find a proper job? And don't blame me if I have to remind you that I have several old friends in the guards of Paris. Don't believe her nonsense. Those people have been locked in prison with her husband long ago. Get out of here, you serpent. That this is getting ugly. This must be the Mad Malmaison Cafe. You Madame de Beauharnais? Beauharnais? Well, that sounds familiar. My brother Napoleon Bonaparte should have written about this, my visit.
Oh,
Napoleon, you must... This is Josephine? Josephine was taller than Napoleon by a bit. To be honest, they were going with the wife of Napoleon. I thought they were going to make her even more stacked than this. But Jesus, already. Stop wasting time already. Someone help me and throw her out.
哎呦，
Hey
小
you!
小流氓
Don't do anything stupid. Rogues on the street looking for trouble. Seems that a fight is inevitable. Waves her sword.
别开玩笑了。
Stop it now. Are you people not ashamed of bullying an aged woman? An aged woman? Ooh. How she was this young lady. Wait, she seems to be wearing a military uniform. That said, you must be Pauline Bonaparte. Too bad that you're seeing this. Come with me to the cafe now. What did she say? Pauline Bonaparte? It's the Maid of Toulon. Damn it, what trouble have you got us into? I'm done with it. Hey, old man, you better watch it. Fortunately, my brother taught me how to fight back in Corsica. Also my swordsmanship, which was taught by instructor Dion, but the Maid of Toulon? What are they talking about? Must be hired by nearby gangs to make trouble. Throughout, my salon cut a lot of business from them when it was booming. Réplique de vous, Encarter, Madame de Banaz. My brother should have mentioned it in his letter. I apologize if I'm bothering you by living here in my stay in Paris. Just call me Josephine, so you're Napoleon's sister. Excuse me, your brother clearly said it was a stylish magnificent place. Why is it so run down? Woo! You see if this is the same Josephine or not. Bahamas? Run down? Young lady, I didn't promise anyone to let you live here, did I? Let's see. This has got to be the Josephine. What? What do you mean?
那你可就不懂了。
Seems that you still don't know it. That your story has spread all over Paris. Yep, Empress Josephine. Yep, she's the wife of Napoleon. She died a couple years before Napoleon did. Oh, okay. That she was married to Alexander de Beauharnais. He died, and then I assume he died. And then 2 years later, she met Napoleon. Huh. They were engaged for 2 weeks, and then they got married. Okay. Well, that's too bad. Alright. I had to find a save point. The flower of the battlefield that bloomed in Toulon, and the Maid of France that's equal to Rose de Beaumont? Something like that. What? What is going on here? I obviously didn't... Yeah, she didn't do that much. In short, you're already a star in Paris. If you live here, maybe you'll bring in some unexpected trouble. Alas, it's okay to lend you a room here, but you'll have to help me out. Well, of course, anything that I can do. And join my club des Malmaisons. And be my adjuvant. What? It was a small organization that gathered by hosting the salon here. It was quite popular in the past. Although, as you can see, after my ex-husband died, it was gradually deserted.
你解救我。
I'm the kind of person who gives up easily. However, to make a comeback, I need someone to help. I'm sorry, I can't stay in Paris for too long, and I don't know too much about social.
那你可就不懂了。
That you don't have to worry about. The rising stars in the army, just like you, are the best political signboards. Just like the Jacobins soliciting your brother. The freaking Jacobins. If you keep earning military merit on the battlefield, there will be people who are willing to worship you, and the influence of our faction is guaranteed. When you come back to Paris, you'll just have to occasionally deal with the commissions that you're tasked with by the big shots, and everything will go smooth. There's a base! Oh, there's gonna be base of operations, okay. And keeping a good relationship with other factions would also benefit you in various ways. Your brother's promotion is a good example of this. Of course, with your current fame, you can also pledge your service to the big shots, or simply declare loyalty to the royal family. Huh. Then I'll stay with you. If you need my help with anything, please don't hesitate to tell me.
哦，
Are you sure you want to stay in such a small place? Of course, my brother said that you're a reliable person. Moreover, I want to gain a foothold in the army with my own skills. Good for you. However, if you want to help, do you know the rules of etiquette for social occasions? No. Well, in short, always strike first with decisive attack. That's what my brother taught me. Oh, you two are truly brother and sister. Well then, there is a room available upstairs. It used to be my husband's room. You can live there for the time being. Napoleon had 3 sisters. This is one of them. I wonder if the other 2 are going to show up. If they're making her a military person, which I don't know if she was. Already quite late today, so go get some rest. The location has been unlocked. The faction of Malmaisons has been unlocked. Give me a save point, please. On the 2nd floor, let me see. Hit escape. Escape does nothing. Alright. I recall my life in Equilibriums. Oh, menu! There it is. Save. Alright. Save. Alright, so there we go. That is the game for now. I'm liking it already. I'm going to have to play more, obviously. Oh, man. I am interested, though. Definitely am interested in this game. I sound strange situation. That is the game for now. I had fun. Hope you have fun watching. That's what's up, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time. I assume we're going to affect history in a different way, or not. Well, who knows? It might be one way or the other. We'll see.